Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah, yeah, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place. Creating the force and the power to live a better life. Know that love and joy and peace is one in all of the same space. That you were chosen just like God. Can mine, can mine, can mine your energy. That's right. How can mine say? Only you can make the change. How can mine share your energy? How can mine shine so bright from darkness to light. Hey, 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 hey. From darkness to light. Yeah, and you'll find your way out. Yeah, yeah, oh, it won't seem way out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The power of God will flow through you from way out.
Welcome. This is Alchemizing Energy. I'm your host, DJ Genesis, and we are going to talk about an interesting subject, y'all. A lot of times I talk about spirituality, but we're going to talk about dating. And we're going to talk about this new phenomenon of, look at fitness and dating being a new thing. A lot of us like use these dating apps. Dating has took a weird turn. Dating apps, Facebook dating, plenty of fish, all these different ways of finding. But people are trying to find something different to do. So apparently people aren't just running for their health anymore. Run clubs are exploding across the country. It's somewhere between the 5Ks and the matching workout sets, the sweat, the endorphins, and the post-run drinks. People are you really out here to run? You know what I'm saying? You're trying to find someone to run home with, okay? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Is everybody just horny? Tonight, we're getting into the psychology of attraction, exercise, and libido. The decline of dating apps and why fitness communities may be becoming the new place to find love, lust, or just somebody to keep pace with. So, I haven't ran in a long time. Okay. So this might I'm single. It might get my behind out there to run. I'm not gonna be able to. I'm trying to have to walk. Briskly. But hey, it looks like it's pretty fun, right? So what's going on? Let's talk about the run clubs. Okay, guys, let's go.
Day now. So let's see who's gonna get your first swipe. And I'm no hater over here, instance included. Girl, they said the run club.
Honey, everybody fit, everybody muscled up. You know what I'm saying? They got they little to nothing on, and people are, they getting they run on, and honey, and after it's all done and said, they leaving out that run club and finding people. They finding whatever. It's a new club. I think people are getting tired of the whole club thing. I think that club, the right club is cool, but people are trying to find other ways, to meet people. I think they've gotten tired of the online thing, but it's getting kind of crazy out here with the whole thing. So what she gonna say? She says, "Run club hoes." Let's go.
Leave us hoes in the run club alone. I don't get that. Damn, if we want to fuck on something in the run club, let us fuck on something. We just promoting a healthy lifestyle, okay? We get double the cardio workout. If you want to fuck on something in the run club, join your ass in fucking that club. Run your 3 miles, and then maybe you can fuck on something in the run club. But until then, hush. Shit, especially us single ladies. I'm promoting a healthy lifestyle. I'm getting my shit together. And I might find a husband. Who knows?
Well, will she find a husband? Who knows? Right, like she says. But that's the thing. People are mixing fitness in with a little bit of hanky panky. You know what I'm saying? And so let's get into it. People are surprised to find that this is a new phenomenon going on in the fitness community. But it ain't no different. When I used to go to the gym, you would see people kind of cutting eyes at each other, all that stuff get kind of freaky after a while. Yeah, the gym could be just as lit as the club. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't got nothing on. They bending over. They doing exercising. People, endorphins are rushing. Cootie cat, sweat, all that stuff. and you know what I'm saying? Pheromones is flying, and people leaving them things, exercising and leaving up out there, and they getting it in with each other, you know. And practice safe sex, guys. Practice safe sex. Let's go.
To her apartment, she's finna cook for me. What the fuck? You met this girl at this run club and she's finna cook for you?
See, now she's freaky. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how one guy met multiple women trying to fight for his attention while attending a run club for the first time. We're going to be breaking down why people join these clubs, what it says about dating culture, and whether it's the new way to meet partners.
I've never ran on a run club in my entire life, right? Until my homie Eric invited me to one, right? And I was like, you know, like, honestly, I wasn't that educated. I was like, what even is a run club? I know it's a dumbass question. You don't gotta look at me like that. But I was curious. So he was like, yeah, it's just a bunch of people, like, you know, we all run together, you know, then we possibly get, like, you know, breakfast or like coffee afterwards. I'm like, define like the crowd though. Is it like, you know, a bunch of boys, is it girls? He was like, nah, it's gonna be mostly girls. And I was like, I'm on a little bit of a cleanse right now, but a little flirting won't hurt. I was like,
you know, when I was single, honestly, I would always try to find any activity that was co-ed. Game nights, any sporting events, anything that would involve me being able to interact with females and build my confidence, even the rejection, all of it. Like, it's only human nature. Men and women are constantly trying to find love and find someone to build a relationship with. If that's not the case, they're often trying to find pleasure and, like he said, looking for a one-night stand.
Hey, I look at it like this. Hey, is there a big girl run club? Because I don't know if I want to go to the run club with all the thin people. I think I might feel a little bit self-conscious. You know what I'm saying? I might not get you. I need to go to the run club where they like the big girls. But you know what? I think it's a healthy thing. You know, people going be getting fit. You know what I'm saying? It's promoting a healthy lifestyle. And if they meet their mate in that, I think it's better than going to the club and being drunk and you know, you got the beer goggles on, the alcohol goggles, and you meet the dude. You might hook up that night and be looking at, like, wake up the next day and be like, what the hell? What the heliante? You know? So I think I think that whoever created this and it turned into that. I don't think that they meant for it to turn this way, health and fitness turning into like some freaky stuff. But I think that this is way healthier than the club, you know? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Let's go.
Like, bet, like, I'm down as long as you come pick me up. So he picks me up, right? We drive all the way to Hollywood where the run club is. It's like a half marathon run club. I don't know the exact location, but it was in Hollywood somewhere, right? Anyways, we get to the run club. All I see is it looks like a fucking yoga class, like a fucking Pilates class. All fucking women. I'm not a creep. I'm not thirsty. Not at all. But I do feel like a kid in a candy store, respectfully. Respectfully. I'm not trying to pull.
Why do men feel that way whenever it's a situation where it's a higher ratio of females to male? That is the norm. There's way more women on earth than there are males. Like, I know the feeling that he's talking about when you go somewhere and you're like, oh my God, like, it's just, I could have my pick. And in all reality, you may not have your pick. Those women have to be interested in you as well. But I get what he's saying. In a lot of these situations, especially these clubs, any high school type of setting where it's like, oh, it's a group of people linking up on a daily basis or on a weekly basis, things tend to happen, even with people who aren't in relationships, which is unfortunate. Some people just don't respect any boundaries if they are in a relationship. And
now, child, if your loved one keep going to that gym too much and that run club too much, you might want to go with them one time and see who he might be greeting at the gym and at the run club, because you know it's a lot of beautiful people there, and honey, and if they horny, they done worked out, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of that working out, it do kind of get you. When I used to work out, I haven't worked out anytime soon. I'm about to get back to it. They closed the 24-hour fitness because it was gross. Some of these gyms are gross. When I do work out, I'll be at my house, but actually going out and working out, it gets kind of nasty. But I like the run club vibe. I might try to go take my behind to one. I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna walk briskly. You know what I'm saying? But I might go ahead and find one. Not because I'm trying to get a dude or whatever, but I think it's cool. I think that's a cool way to meet people. I need to find the old run club because I'm not trying to be with these young kids.
Those that are single, they can engage in whatever they want, to be honest with you.
No muscles. I'm not trying to, you feel me? I'm not trying to like embarrass myself in front of all these women, right? No matter what. You feel me? I'm trying to be on my tip-top shape behavior, right? As soon as we got out the car, I start stretching, right? I start stretching, you feel me? I'm touching my toes. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing
And females be on it.
You know, the real stretches. While I'm stretching this shit, right, the girls are like across the street, like where the run club's about to start. Like, they're all huddled up and shit. So I'm stretching.
Honey, I can tell you them girls is real purring. Okay, like ooh, they surveying the land. These women out here are not playing when it comes to trying to find somebody. I think that this whole thing, you know, I think this is a good thing. I ain't gonna lie.
Where we park the car and shit, right? While I'm stretching, one of the girls, all I hear is like, hey, you. While I'm touching my toes, I turn my shoulder, and she looking at me. She's like, come over here. Me?
Hell, let me tell you something. When they say that we are not like our ancestors, these new young kids, these young girls are assertive. Honey, I ain't never called no dude over to me, hey, you come over here. What the heck? These young kids don't care. Honey, the girl, these new women, hey, come over here. Get over here, okay? Let's go.
I'm making sure she's looking at me and not Eric. So I'm running across the street to go greet her, and while I'm just like, you know, I feel like I'm running in slow motion because like when I laid eyes on her, she was fine as shit. I ain't gonna lie. Let me describe. Brown skin, right? Hair slicked back, right? In like this athletic like little but you can just tell she's about to run and shit, right? And she had like black skin, like the Nike edition skims. Like zip, like quarter zip, like zip. Me and Eric run over there. I get over there, and she's like, hey, like, are you new to the run club? I'm like, yeah, it's my first run club ever. And I'm looking around, like, while she's talking to me, I'm looking around, I'm like, damn, there's really like 80% girls here. Like, there's some guys there, but like, bro, like, you can barely fucking.
And all the dudes there are there for the same reason. Most of the men are there because the majority of people who attend these run clubs are women. And they're hoping that they can either live out a fantasy or meet someone new. It's always something to that effect. Like he said in the beginning, he asked his boy, what's the demographic? Like, who all gonna be there? His boy was like, it's mostly females. Lo and behold, he showed up.
Notice him. So yeah, I was telling her like I never ran one before, and I was like low-key like a little nervous because like I haven't did like a long distance run in a minute. Low-key since like high school. I'm in shape though. I'll be doing like the Stairmaster and shit, but like long distance running, I don't know if I can like do it without stopping type shit. She's like, don't be nervous, don't worry. Like this is what run clubs all about, like, you know, camaraderie and stuff. And if it makes you feel better, I'll run with you the entire time. Run with me the entire time. You like me.
You love
so
me.
Boom, like the run instructor or the leader, the run leader, whoever the fuck she was, she had like a microphone. She was like, hey, thank you guys for coming out. We're about to run this half marathon in about 3 minutes. I'm like, cool, like hopefully I can keep up with her. It's cool as fuck because the girl I was feeling me or whatever, or wanted to run with me, she had a friend for Eric. So like we low key, we vibing. We just got here. We already vibing. Oh, boom.
That was a 2-man, a double date, a 2-man. She was like, yo, that's me. Oh, you got a friend? Well, guess what? I got a friend too. Pull up.
Clock starts. We start running, right? We running. You know, I feel good. I feel in shape. I feel like, you know, I feel really stretched. I got a lot of water in my system. I'm good, right? The girl I'm running with though, like she low-key acting like she's trying to like race because she picked up her jogging pace and shit. So I was like, I didn't want to feel like I was out of shape. So I'm trying to keep up with her. I'm like one link behind her. Like,
honey, it's a little bit competitive, a little bit of fitness. And all thing I gotta say is please practice safe stuff. Okay.
Like she's the phone. I'm this how far I am from her, right? She's like, come on, don't be a pussy. Keep up. So
dang,
one thing about dudes are always gonna find a new spot to meet better women.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like the spot used to be going to the bar, but you know, we hear all these crazy stories of dudes going to the bar and folks just there just to look pretty. So maybe the run club is becoming a new thing. You know what I mean? People always say, where do you meet good people? I mean, I guess doing healthy things, you know, join the clubs of the people doing the healthy stuff. Instead of,
I don't know if you'll meet good people because you can meet good people anywhere. What I do think is that you might meet people who share the same likes and dislikes as you or enjoy the same activities that you may like, but men are not necessarily always concerned about the activity they're engaging in and sometimes have an ulterior motive, such as meeting someone. I've definitely met more women engaging in activities such as going to church, joining a youth group. I've met more women engaging in activities than I have going to places where you're supposed to go and meet people.
You know, finding them while they're drunk. But
I'm gonna say this: you know what? I think this is a very healthy activity. Hell, you're working out, and you might meet somebody. I think it's a very positive thing. To get out from the computer, you know, all these like platforms and everything, like kind of creating this whole like a diabolical disconnection of men and women. I'm happy for these younger people that's putting this whole thing together. We gotta make an old one for the old folks. You know what I'm saying? For people like me, I'm old. Let's go.
I saw this post that said, propaganda I'm not falling for. Joining a run club to find a man. Cause period. I'm not finna do it. Guess why? Because I don't like running. Why would I, Ashley, join something that I do not enjoy to find a man? That don't make sense to me. Now, if you love running, go ahead and join the run club because that's similar interest. You guys can meet each other. Cool.
Child walk. They're not just running at these. They also do exercise. They do a lot of other stuff, man. Listen, if I'm willing to get my fat behind out there and run and look crazy, you know what? Let's not be lazy. Go ahead and join. I'm gonna find a run club for the old folks in my area. I'll go to that.
I'm not going to Hills for Atlanta either. Love what they're doing. Wonderful. I'm just not going to do it. I don't enjoy running up and down a hill. I don't want to do that. Now, if we can have a walk club going.
Day one of finding my friend a man at Run Club. I just pulled up to Atlanta Run Club and we're going to see what they talking about today. It's time to find you a man. It's time to find you a man. Have you found a man at Run Club? Girl, I'm looking for Go find me here at Run Club. Chill, I can't be putting that out there. You see your type out here? I do. You gonna make a move? No. No.
You saw the megaphone?
No. She gonna foul her type, but she's still not making a move.
The pain of regret is deeper than the pain of rejection.
Man, listen. I think this looks pretty lit, guys. I think that it's pretty lit. You know, when this younger crowd, they fit. They're doing. I'd rather see them at this than going to the club. This is better than the club. They get to like do that, and then maybe they might get some cocktails afterwards. But at least they being fit. This is a healthy thing. I think this is a good thing for the young people.
You gotta make a move, or you gonna regret it for the rest of your life.
You're gonna regret it for the rest of your life. That's fine with me. The man in the Boston shirt, wherever he's at. We saw a guy in a Boston shirt that we think would be perfect for her, and then we lost him.
Sorry, ma'am. You guys didn't lose him. He lost you guys.
I'm at Run Club, but I'm skipping the whole entire social part because I don't feel like talking, and I don't feel like making new friends either. And my two friends that I do Run Club with, one is training for a half marathon, literally slay diva. And then Alec is in Croatia. So I have no friends and I don't feel like talking. So I'm literally going to wait in my car.
Well, she might be an introvert, but if you're not an introvert and you enjoy to meet people and get to meet people, I think that this is a good, positive thing. Some people are negative about it, you know, because it kind of could turn into some old wild, you know, sexual stuff, a lot of energy going on. But I think that this is listen, in Detroit, they got the bike riding. They was doing the bike ride too. I don't know if they got that in Dallas, but you know, the bike ride. I'll do the bike. Now running and all that stuff, because you're still gonna get back to your car after. I don't know. I got sciatica. I might need, that's a little bit too much for me right now. You know, I gotta like build up to running and being in a group and doing that. But for the young kids, this is a cool thing. When I was younger, we get on bikes and ride around Detroit. You know, rollerblade. You know, when I was younger, I think this is a cool thing for people to do.
Making a purchase.
This manhunt just shows you that no matter what age they are, the mindset stays the same. They're acting like little girls on a playground.
I can't stand this new thing where running clubs are like a proxy and a replacement for dating apps. Like, I'm very much married, and I get the sense that a lot of these running clubs are actually just for the purpose of finding a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Man, what's wrong with that? See, she said it's a proxy for dating apps. Man, since when do people are so cynical nowadays? I don't find nothing wrong with this. I'd rather you find a mate at a running club than at the club or on a dating app. At least you get to you get to meet them. You're doing something that's healthy. You know, they're in person. They're not trying to go straight to the bedroom. Dating apps, you know, they'll be like, hello, hey, what's up? Let's go to my house and meet up close to where my bedroom is at. And after the movie, we can just get it in. Now, they're still probably doing the same thing here, but at least you are meeting the person in a safe environment and you're not just going straight to their house. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should be doing that either. But you know, I'd rather this than other stuff. How they be doing on the dating apps.
Like, not everybody who likes running is there to find a boyfriend or girlfriend. Like, if the number one draw of your club is the fact that there are attractive people in it, I don't want to go. I want to work out because I want to get a good workout in. I want to like train hard, race, etc. And in my opinion, if you're creating the club as a way to meet girls, you're probably a creep.
You see that? Look how she just blamed men. And at the end of the day, it's the women that are going there looking for relationships.
And there's more women at the club than the men are. Come on, y'all. We need to cut this out. We got to stop this male hater. She's married. What are you talking about? You have your mate. Other people are not married. Let them do their thing and you be married and you just do your exercise and your workout and use the club for what it is.
I keep seeing this on the internet. Oh yeah, if you want to find a daddy, go to the run club, go join the run club, all the days ahead, which is true. Yeah. If you yourself are not a runner, why would you go to the run club to find a daddy? Because ain't nobody wanting me huffing and puffing. No. Imagine you're there doing sledge, and they take running seriously.
Have you seen the kit? 3 belts, 5 Apple Watches, and then you want to be in the back, cardiac arresting, saying, I'm just trying to find daddy.
They take it seriously.
No way.
You've come in with your daddy t-shirt and shorts. At best, you want Gymshark. Before you join the run club, ask yourself this question. Do I have the stamina to jog and have a conversation at the same time? Because as you are jogging, you're supposed to be, obviously run club, you're supposed to be meeting guys. So you're jogging next to a guy.
And you're trying to chat.
And you're trying to chat. So, wait, so where you?
No way. I'll see you at the bar.
Do you want to go for the lunch?
I'm not doing
after.
That.
No. That might turn them on hearing you huff and puff. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? All that breathing, heavy breathing might turn them on. Hey, listen. You know, I think that people need to get rid of their hang-ups and have a good time. You know, life is short. Enjoy it. This new generation got so many hang-ups. Oh, I ain't trying to do this. You know, stop it. Y'all need to cut it out. Honey, when I was this age, when I was young, honey, I was doing all kind of wild stuff. Child, I was enjoying my life. I went all over the world. I traveled around the world by myself. I went to Belgium. I went to Africa. I went to Holland. I toured Belgium, South Africa. I went out of Manchester, England. I went to Canada by myself, you know. Then when I was working, I traveled around the United States working by myself. Like, bro, y'all need to have more adventure and then just embrace it. Just enjoy it.
No way.
Man, we know if we seen these ladies at a run club, they're not there for running. We know that. We know she would be fighting for oxygen, doing more than just huffing and puffing. Might fuck around and have a heart attack.
Yeah, if you guys want boyfriends, you have to go where the boys go. Go to the gym, join a club, join a team that boys play. I get it. We like to do the girly things. I love that too for me and my girlfriends. But if you want to meet a man in public and not on a dating app, you have to go to where the sports are. I'm so sorry, guys, but it's worth it. I promise.
This is your sign to join a running club. If you haven't already, do it now because you will meet that person. You'll meet your future husband there. I can almost guarantee it, babe.
This may be a hot take, and I genuinely don't mean it to be in like that super obnoxious hot take way that we're used to, but I feel like run clubs aren't really about running anymore. Participation has literally exploded over the past several months. Even Strava saw, I think, a 59%
Yeah, they're not about running anymore because of women.
increase in participation. Brands and coffee.
And so what? And I don't know if this guy is a red pill guy and because of the women. Yeah, there's more women on this earth than men, and women are trying to get it in. That rhyme, that was a bar. There's more women on the earth than men, and women are trying to get it in. You know, come on now. Just be safe. Enjoy your life. I think that we have gotten so like hung up on all these hang-ups. And once you get a little bit older, you're like, well, damn, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I can look back and say I did a lot. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed my damn self and continue, you know what I'm saying? And we'll continue to. These young kids, they act like they old as hell. They act like grandma. Let's go.
English, join a run club to meet the love of your life. What happens if he is? What happens if he is that run club? Now I'm going to be running.
Cameron.
Simone.
All right. And how fast are we going to run this 5K? 15 minutes.
And here's a fun twist. If you're single, you wear all black, so everyone knows you're available.
Don't want me to run with him. We met at Run Club. Now we're running through the rest of our lives.
Later on in life, according to the U.S.
Wow.
Census, the average man is now 30 before they marry, and the average woman is over 28.
Homie invited me to a run club with the sole purpose of meeting women.
Creepy.
So easy to get a baddie.
They looking strong tonight.
Letitia, Linda. Run buddies, because the run club, my bad, is coming back on. You know, it's hot outside, so y'all about to be going for minutes. I'm running for some miles. I can't wait to see everybody outside at their run clubs.
Wow. He called it out for what it is, right? So you guys know me being me. You know what I did. I did my usual crime scene investigation. And ladies, we already know, I'm 44 years old. Of course, I know this. Ladies are just as thirsty as men. So when you see them at gyms trying to trap men with thirst.
Why they gotta be trapping them though? Why do women have to be trapping men with thirst traps? Come on now. Man, these men gotta cut it out with all this negativity towards women, just that they, you know what I'm saying? Even peacocks, they peacock, they put their wings and they damn feathers out when they want a mate. Women peacock too, and so do men. Let's go.
Traps, right? So men can look and then they can make a video about them. You're just like us. What I mean? Exhibit A.
Just might give one the phone tonight.
So yeah, you saw that. So now, just from that, right? Just from that there, you got this. This is the comments. Take a look. Me arriving at the next run. I'm hollering, right? They're hollering because, of course, they're laughing. They're having, it's all in good fun. They're having fun, but they need a man. That's what they're saying. I really, really need a man. Me arriving at the next run, like, where we running at, right?
Exactly. I'm happy for it. I get so tired of hearing all this negativity. People on these chats, all these old folks getting on these damn YouTube panels talking negatively about each other. I'd rather, yes, go to a run club. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad the young people, they not sitting on these apps yapping about why the black woman and the black man. You know what I'm saying? They said bump all that. They went, I needs me a man, and he said I want me a woman, and they found a way to hook up and meet with each other and have a good time. Shouts out to them.
Now, you notice they're just running up and down the hill. Anybody can do that at least once or twice, right? So look what the ladies are saying. Hold, I'm right behind you. She says, wait on me, sister. I need a breather. Look at the next one. Lord, where are my darn shoes at? OMG, this comment got me hollering. LOL. Take a look at the next one. You said where it's at again? Show a lady running like I'm running there. The next lady. I'll be at the next one. You see, these comments are of this year, right? Beginning of this year. I'll be at the next one. Take a look. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. It keeps coming. Watch this. Hold on, y'all. Big girl running. She hitting that track though.
I think that's it's a positive thing. What's the problem with it? Go on ahead and run and get your exercise, lose that weight. You know what I'm saying? That's positive. I used to see those videos of people with the step classes, the really crazy step classes and the spin classes. And honey, they was getting it in, having a good time exercising, and probably was hooking up after that. So what?
Take a look at the next one. And where is this? Indianapolis, Indiana. She's trying to promote the run club. It may be hers, right? Girl wins the next one. I said, let me start running. So when a man said what he said about the run clubs, all the ladies are going, and these ladies, I'm just keeping a spade a spade. I'm just telling the truth. Everybody know what's that song? These girls just giving it out, throw it in a circle, make it hurt you. Oh yeah, that's it. They're just giving it out, right? So take a look. What my man said here.
There was Brenda, Alicia, Dawn, LaShawn, and Alicia.
Why you should pick up someone from one club? They're in your area, super close, and it's a very intimate sport. I don't want them to hear me right now, but look, the clapping, it's all about group dynamics.
Creepy.
So easy to get a baddie. Say they start at 7 p.m.
So
You want to
easy to
show
get a
up
baddie.
5 minutes before, and that's where the social mingling happens. That's where you can go up to people and be like, hey, this is my first time here. Have you been here before? Okay, and then get all cute and get all close, and that's how you become their friend. For the love of your life.
Homie invited me to a run club with the sole purpose of meeting women. And he got a lot more than he expected, y'all. No bullshit. Like, I run 20 miles to 40 miles a week. So this is my first time going to a run club. He was like, bro, we gotta go. And I was like, sure, I'm all for fitness. Why'd you guys not tell me what happens at those things, yo? So we get to the run club. The event coordinator's like gathering everybody together. There's like 50, 60 people. And I'm in my spandex Alpha Fly 3s. And I'm looking around like, why is everyone in like athleisure? I saw somebody in Berks, a bunch of women in Lulu. Like, you guys aren't in real running gear. So I whispered to my boy, what's going on here? He's like, bro, it's a run club. We're about to go running. I'm like, bro, shut up. He's like, okay, bro, I need you here as my wingman. I'm not that confident. I was like, okay, for sure. I'm already here. I'm like, right? So the run starts. Everybody's running at like a 10-minute, 12-minute pace. Some people are walking. They don't give a f. It made me realize like run clubs, they're not for running. They're a social gathering for dates and singles. So I'm over here like, bro, you gonna talk to one as we're jogging? We're jogging, right? You gonna talk to one? He's like, no, not yet, bro, not yet. So mile 2 comes in. It's a 5-mile run. Are you gonna talk to one? He was like, nah, bro, not yet. Mile 4, he doesn't have a lot of time. You gonna talk to one, gang? So we see these like absolute dimes running next to us, like at the same pace. And he's like, I'm like, bro, I'll go in and introduce you, right? So I run next to him. I'm like, hey, blah, blah, blah. My name's Woo Woo, Woo Woo. And I'm like, this is my boy, Connor. Gang, he freezes up right then and there. All he does is look at the ground. I was like, I'm like, Connor, gang, I'd never seen that man like in action before, but this was the most, he scared the host. They kept running, and I was like, God. So the run ends. I'm like, bro, we're not doing this.
If anything, it'll teach people how to be more social. All these introverts that've been playing on PlayStation the whole time, not talking to women, they gonna like learn today. Okay, you want to get a woman? Okay, this is what you gotta do. Walk up to them, run up to them, whatever. This is pretty cool. I think it's cool.
Right when I get home, 9 p.m. that night, I had to drive to the run club. I get home 9 p.m. that night. He texts me saying, give me 3 weeks. And I'm like, 3 weeks for what?
Yeah, for what? Yeah.
So 3 weeks go by. It's been about a month, gang. He's like, let's go to this run club again. I'm on it, right? So we go to the run club. Same thing happens, except something a little bit different, y'all. Guys, we see those same girls. He runs up to them without me even like saying anything. And he starts talking to them, right? And I'm like, I'm just peeping as I'm jogging. And I start seeing shit. And like, he gets a side hug. They're laughing, they're giggling. And in his own famous words prior to this, he says, if you got smile, you got action.
What he got to do is get online and learn how to.
The run ends. He gets their Instagram, phone number, both of them.
My man's doing his thing.
Both of the girls.
About that, I'm trying to see.
He got both of their number. That's crazy. Listen, Hey, it's endorphins. It's all that flying through the air, running.
All right, there's more to the story.
And says, hey, let's go get pasta and wine after, right? So the run ends. Later that night, he's like, bro, let's go to this pasta and wine with these girls we met at the run club. I'm like, okay, woo, this is getting wicked. How'd you get so good at talking to women? He's like, don't worry about it. I'll tell you after. So the pasta and wine
He went on YouTube probably.
One of them's Latino, one of them's a blonde. He's going after the Latina. I'm just there to support my bro. He's been out the game for a minute. Long-term relationship that ended years ago.
Why didn't you go for the blonde?
So I'm there for support. And he said the most insane shit, y'all. The Latina woman, he asked the Latina woman, oh, how old are you? Because you look extremely young. Keep in mind, we're like 28. She says, oh, I thought she was going to say like 24, 23. Gang, she was like 30. She said she was, what, 34? And I was like, oh, shit. He says immediately, gang, oh, my God, how do you look so young and you're so old?
Oh,
Oh,
child.
Enough. Them Latinas, they're psycho. She says, do you want to come to my place and find out with my here?
Oh,
yo,
that didn't even turn her off.
Are just over there.
Hold on.
What?
How is that messed up? How is that messed up? He's shooting shots. He didn't know he hit a three. He was like Steph Curry, right? You know how Steph Curry pull up the half court? He hit a three from half court. What's messed up about that? He said the wrong thing, hit a three from half court.
Giggling and shit, right? I'm not even trying to mac. But night ends, pasta and wine go. I wake up the next morning. My boy, he says, yeah, bro, I'm in the game. I was like, bro, I just want to know, how did your social skills get so good? He says, bro, I downloaded an app called Gleam. It's on the App Store. It's called GLEAM.
He did something.
It's basically Duolingo, but for speaking, confidence, and like social anxiety.
That's good.
So I was like, okay, word. That's how you really did. He's like, yeah, it teaches you all about like body language, speaking skills, knowing when.
Man, these young kids, that's sad. They gotta like look at an app and learn how to actually interact with people. So socially awkward, they gotta like download an app to even socialize. That's crazy.
Go into a conversation, knowing when to listen, stuff like that.
I think he's trying to promote this app Gleam, but seriously, if there's any guys out there listening and they want to work on their social skills, check it out. I should be getting paid for this.
And I was like, dog, what the fuck? So I download this app, right? Because I'm just curious. This is the most prolific app when it comes to getting better speaking to people. I'm not even joking. It was making me realize like it even talked about like hand language. If you point at somebody like this, it's more aggressive than going like this. I was like, wow, I didn't
have an app to figure that out.
Some of these things I learned in that app, fire. Go download a gang because my boy is thriving and I'm about to be too.
Yeah, he
promoting the app. He promoting Gleam.
You don't just tell.
But shouts out to Gleam. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Gleam.
Like, it just happened like that. Like, I'm not buying it, but I mean, hey, it probably happened because that happens at run clubs. All right, let's continue.
English, join a run club to meet the love of your life. Your husband could be at run club. Just join a run club. Don't do the dating apps. Just join a run club. What happens if he is? What happens if he is at run club? Now I'm gonna be running in the club. Okay.
Come on, big girl, stop it. You need to run some of that weight off. That's why they're trying to get you in there, saying you can probably find your man. And guys have this thing, right? Some guys will get with a big girl like that, see him get skinny. Let me tell you this. I see girls all the time. They'll be on Instagram or YouTube. You guys see those videos, right? They're big, and then 8 months later, they're just slim. So you see that big girl in the gym going hard? I mean, give her some time, because if you see her like 4 or 5 times in a row, or like I give it like this. I say like this: if you see her for a month straight, holler, be her friend, right? Be her friend, because 8 months down the line, she'll be a baddie. If you want to take it further, if you see her there for 2 months, 3 months going hard, and you see the weight dropping, then make your move. Be friends, be cordial, because what's going to happen is she's going to get sexy, she's going to get more confident, and you right there ready to slide in.
Wow.
You're supposed to find him and then never go to club again? No, he's gonna want me to run with him. We met at Run Club. Now we're running through the rest of our lives. Okay, I can't just go in there not prepared.
That'd be a good thing
to continue running. Okay?
Lazy.
Okay, and imagine he's like one of the pace runners. That's like one of the fast ones.
Man, listen, when I was younger and I was in the Air Force, I used to run a lot. Even when I was, I was dating me and my. Now he, of course, was able to run way. I used to be able to run 5 miles and all that stuff. I was very thin and everything. So yeah, when you're this young and you got a little bit of pudge on you, go ahead and run. Me, I'm gonna have to walk. Okay, I gotta take it slow. I can't just gallop into running and get to running. The knees be fucked up, be hurting, but I can like walk real good. I'm not sure if any bikes are allowed at Run Club. So I can keep up, but you know what? I'll go to Run Club, y'all.
Now I'm gonna be keeping up with him.
You can't make this.
I can't meet my husband at Run Club. It's not sustainable. It doesn't sound sustainable to me because I'm gonna be out of breath every.
I'm gonna be out of breath eating on this Twinkie because I don't want to put the 2 months in. Then he starts talking to me, right? I don't want to put the 2 months in. And then he starts talking to me. I want to keep eating that Twinkie.
Every time.
I'm gonna tell you what, if I found a guy that's fit and that wants me to go work out with him, I would definitely do it. I think all that's lazy. That is lazy. Let's go.
I see him practically because now we're the Run Club couple. It's giving out of breath. It's giving. I don't think I will. I don't
only
think
for a little bit.
Listen,
you'll be out of breath at first, and after a while, you get used to it. Stop it. These kids need to cut it out. I don't even know why she got on here and said that. She looks crazy.
This is why guys go to Run Club for dates. If they want a date, right? Because they see a lady that's fit. The 2 month clause, right, guys? Is real. You see it for 2 months, a guy's gonna say she's committed. Seriously. Or a guy may like a bigger girls and say, oh, she's bigger, but she's gonna get fit thick. Yeah. Fit thick is woo. Guys know that fit thick, something different.
Option for me.
We started a run club, but we hear you. You're sick and tired of running. So we made it a run and walk club.
Hold up. It's no excuse, big girl. They doing running and walking. What you got to say now?
It's giving out of breath. It's giving. I don't think that is a sustainable.
What do you have to say for yourself now? Go walk. Walking saying, I can't keep up this walking pace. This is Twinkie. I need it. Extra large soda, popcorn, movie theater butter. Ridiculous.
Child, y'all men need to cut it out every time y'all talk about big girls that they just eating up all this stuff and that's so stupid when men do that. Just because a woman is big does not mean she's just gobbling up food. I, for one, I have a thyroid condition. I get tired. My ass, the hair is falling out and everything. I gotta take thyroid medicine. So people need to stop with this. We're gonna make an old people run club for people that in a big girl run club. We gotta do that.
Basically, are walking 1 week, running the next week.
See, they walk in 1 week and running the next week. You can start running at a pace. You can find some friends. Maybe a friend that's a little big that'll walk with you, or maybe a big guy, right? And y'all get fit together.
No excuses. I repeat, no excuses.
Solutions. Your friend suggested it to you because they're trying to help you. Nothing but love. No judgment here. I want to see you lose weight too.
Yeah.
Wednesday at 7 p.m. or you follow us on social media so that you can know where to meet us next.
Yeah, see that? They're showing you this hope.
You and you're tired of small talk? Come run with the Lunch Club. It all kicks under the arch at Washington Square Park at 6:45 every Wednesday. You can either run 3 miles or take a chill route and walk 1.5.
You can either run 3 miles or take a chill route and walk 1.5. Like, to walk 1.5 miles, you know, because I usually, when I went to the province, I walk and I like, even I go down to the basketball court, I jog and walk around the court, I jog up the long end, walk up the short, and I do that for about 15 kilometers. If I'm doing that and I have a bad leg, right? That means you can walk. You can walk.
Right. Now that we might have to have a Uber take us back to where the original, because you gotta like get 1.15 miles there is, and then it's 1.5 miles back. And by that time, sciatica might kick in. You might not be able to make it back. You know, ain't nobody gonna pick you up on their back and then and walk you on it. So you gotta say, okay, either you gotta take some with you, either get like an Uber and just Uber it back to the location. Everybody you might be able to make that 1.5, but making it back might be an issue if you just walk it.
You
get a little bit fat.
Fit. It's time to change our lives.
Yeah, I believe it.
Going to 2026 with a man and with losing weight. It's your time.
5. No pressure, no judgment. The best part, after the workout, everyone heads to a nearby bar to hang out, grab a drink, and actually talk. No swiping required. And here's a fun twist. If you're single, you wear all black, so everyone knows you're available. It's low-key fun and way less awkward than trying to...
I see what they're doing, right? They try to get the girls that are somewhat fine to promote the event. You notice that? They ain't slick.
Figured out on your own. You don't need to be an athlete. Just show up with good vibes.
See?
It's honestly one of the most natural ways to meet new people.
Said,
who knows? You might leave with a new few friends or even a date for next week.
Who am I here with today? Cameron. Simone. All right. And how fast are we going to run this 5K? 15 minutes. For sure. Light work. 15 minutes.
Right. Yeah, child. We gotta find the one for the older people because I can't do the 15-minute 5 mile. What the hell?
15 minutes. All right, I'm back with Cameron and Simone. How did the 5K go for you guys? So good. I'm so tired though. So good. It was a lot of fun though. Awesome. And how fast did you guys run your 5K?
Sell it.
I can't lie. It took me like an hour. It took us like 30 minutes. 30. All right. And what are you guys sipping on right now? I just got this gingerberry smoothie from Tostique. It's actually good. I got a matcha and then I got protein wall 45.
Look at that. That's healthy. You're not going. I thought they're going to a bar and drinking that because I was like, what's the point of going to a damn run club and then going to the bar and drinking? I'm like, what are you doing? You know. But they went into a smoothie bar and drank some smoothie. This is really cool. I think it's a good thing. I'm sorry.
Awesome. Well, good job, guys. Yay.
Well, you know, that's not really healthy because you're drinking the calories.
Yeah, it is sugar. It is sugar. You know what? I just thought about that. But let's keep it moving. Let's go.
And drinking at these little run clubs. Why the y'all think they started a run club? To run? I could run by myself. I wouldn't have came unless we was running. Like, ain't nothing wrong with the running and the mingling and jingling after. Y'all have got to start thinking, man. Like, use the thinking cap, y'all. Y'all too old. Shout out to run clubs.
I say this all the time about the workplace, but this actually applies generally to everything. If there is an environment with a bunch of men and a bunch of women, some smashing is going to be going on. And this doesn't surprise me because everybody tells you not to approach at the gym, but the people from the gym be smashing each other.
I got to pay you $75 a month to be in a run club. You're a scammer. You are a scammer. Because what do you mean I got to pay you more than I pay for my gym membership?
Imagine paying $75 to be outside with other people in public and run. Imagine that. By the way, the video you see on the screen, they set up a females only, which the word female is supposed to be offensive to somebody, not these chicks though. But yeah, they set up a female only run club and dudes showed up. And that's why they looking like that. And that brings me to another question. Pay you $75 for what? Cause if I come through, you can't stop me. You can't stop me from running with
the men are bogarting the female regulator. No, I'm fixing to run with y'all. Okay, what you gonna do?
like you're in public. You gonna call the cops? Like what?
Run clubs are not for exercising anymore. Run clubs have turned into dating meetups. People go to run clubs now to find their dream man, to find their dream woman. You know what I'm saying? It is sickening that we have turned run clubs into that. Run clubs were meant for extra.
Why is it sickening? Some of these dudes is gay. Come on now. Come on.
Exercising, running, getting cardio. Health is wellness. We have literally turned this shit into fucking Tinder. IRL, in real life Tinder. You feel me? Like, the girls is not.
Listen, what a better way to run and then get it in afterwards and burn some more calories. Let's go.
Going to run clubs to connect and things like that. No, they go in there to find the next experiment, the next recruit. And that shit is crazy, bro. Like, I don't know why y'all turn run clubs into that. Because there be people out there really trying to, like, connect through, like, cardio and things like that. And shit, I might have to join one of these run clubs, though. Start recruiting.
Boys.
Right. Be real. You know what I'm saying? So, I've said enough about the run club, but I want to do another thing, because the other option is that when you are a bigger girl, people like to cut corners. They want to do the Ozempic and the tirzepatide and the tirzepatide and the Ripatide and the Wegovy and the Hubidib, whatever the new thing is, for quick weight loss without even having to work out. People are losing muscle and all type of stuff, and they're not only just losing that, but it is affecting their cootie cats. Guys, did y'all know it was a such thing as Ozempic coochie? Ozempic vag? There is a such thing as Ozempic vag, guys. It gets real. The Ozempic will make you lose weight at such a fast rate that it then becomes like to where you might have extra skin. And then that becomes an issue. You know what I'm saying? So it gets really crazy. So let's get into the Ozempic vajayjay. Let's go. Ozempic vajayjay.
To Dr. Erica Jones, MD. The universe needs conscious minds to observe it.
Ozempic vagina. Y'all are loving this video. So I'm going to talk more about it, and I'm going to tell you like what's actually happening in the body. Now, what people are calling Ozempic vagina or Ozempic vulva, it's not a real medical diagnosis. Let me clear that up. It's just describing a constellation of physiological changes that are happening in the body with rapid weight shifts. So let's break down the mechanisms clearly, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is hydration. Semaglutide and other GLP-1 agonists will actually slow gastric emptying and reduce the cues that you're actually thirsty. So dehydration alone can alter the vaginal tissue hydration, the mucosal resilience, and the pH of the vagina. Research consistently shows that mucosal surfaces are highly sensitive to even very small fluid shifts. So stay hydrated. Then we're going to talk about rapid fat loss and the estrogen dynamics. Adipose tissue is hormonally active, so rapid fat loss reduces the peripheral estrogen production. Lower estrogen is going to directly affect the vaginal epithelium, lubrication, elasticity, and microbiome stability. So even some subclinical shifts can change the sexual comfort. And something else, I mentioned it before, I talked about the microbiome, but also it's important to think about some pH disruption that is possible because the vaginal microbiome thrives in a very specific environment. So if you have hydration and estrogen that's changing, the mucosal barrier is thinning, and that pH can actually drift upward, which can set the stage for some irritation. All right. Now, another thing that people may not be talking about a lot is pelvic floor and blood flow as it relates to the GLP-1s and a quick weight loss. So weight loss can actually alter the pelvic floor loading, and as and sometimes it can reduce the pelvic blood flow temporarily. The tissue perfusion, it kind of affects comfort and sensitivity. So that's one of the things you got to remember. All of these changes are not experienced by everyone. Now, the conversation around Ozempic vagina is not about fear. It's just about understanding what's happening to your body if you are taking these medications.
So that's why you should go ahead and run. If you're going to be taking Ozempic and other sort of stuff, go on ahead, you know what I'm saying, and run and do some things to exercise and hydrate yourself. Because you take this Ozempic, you get that Ozempic vagina, your cootie cat too dry, bad pH balance, and pelvic floor sensitivity, painful sex. Okay, so let's continue on.
Make sure you protect your hydration, your vaginal microbiome, and your estrogen sensitive tissues. If you want me to keep talking more about it, trust me, I can do this. But one thing I want you to understand is there are so many things that come into play when you talk about Ozempic vulva. So remember that hydration is a really big deal. If you are taking GLP-1s, if you're taking Ozempic, Wegovy, the Zepbound, tirzepatide, if you're taking these medications, you want to make sure that you stay hydrated. Keep watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video. Share it with someone. And just know that Ozempic vulva or Ozempic vagina is not an actual medical diagnosis. It's more so like a phenomenon, right?
But she ain't even get into what happens a lot of times, because you know, if you've been like about 300 or 400 pounds, you might have extra fat in that area. So what happens to that area when you're on Ozempic? Okay, when you have extra fat stores or whatever, there's a lot of things that goes down. So we're gonna get into that because I just got finished talking about the run clubs, but some people want to take the shortcut with the Ozempic. But they're not talking about some of the side effects that happen with taking these GLP-1s. Let's get into the Ozempic cootie cat, okay? So that people really know what they're getting into. That rapid weight loss at a fast rate can cause this situation to go down. Let's go.
GLP-1s and weight loss, there is a safe way to do it. There is a healthy way to do it. You doesn't have to be all quick and losing 30 pounds a month. No, because again, a lot of things can come from that, not from that, but can come of that. So let's just be safe when it comes to GLP-1s. Again, any questions about the GLP-1s, because that's not really what the video is about, run on back to my video about the weight loss shot, because it gives all the deets. Now, let's get into this Ozempic coochie, child. So first and foremost, it made perfect sense when we started talking about it. I was like, duh, never thought about that. Never even thought to counsel my patients on that, because why? We don't do things like that in my practice. But it's not, when I say things like that, I mean reckless medicine and just doing stuff, just taking stuff, just not even thinking about, the whole 360 of what a treatment is going to entail. So we focus on nutrition and all that stuff. But with this Ozempic coochie, one of the things is loss of volume and sagging. Girl, and I mean, I'm not trying to be vain, right? I'm not trying to be vain. And as a gynecologist, there are so many variations of normal. Okay. People always, when I examine people and they may have some abnormality and we talk about it later, they be like, remember when I don't. Like when I'm examining people, I am looking at your anatomy. I'm looking if I see any signs of cancer, any disruptions, any lesions, anything that needs a diagnosis and a treatment. I'm not looking at your coochie. I've seen thousands of vaginas. I can't attach a person's vagina with their face when I see them out at the mall or in a grocery.
Man, who even thinks about the fact that if you lose weight at a rapid rate, that there's still that skin that you would have on your stomach, how you see the skin sagging on your arms, and all that skin also can be skin hanging down from the cootie cat. Cootie cat sagging. Sagging cootie cat. Oh my God.
Grocery store. So no, I'm looking at the anatomy of. But when these folk out here talking about sagging, the mons pubis is like the flat part on the top of the vagina that's over the lips, just that flat part that actually covers the pubic bone. That can start to sag. You lose volume there, and it can start to sag. And also your outer lips, which is called the labia majora, and those are your outer lips, and they can start to sag too because they have fat pads in them. They have fat pads. If you touch like that top of the vagina part where the bone is and it's completely flat, yeah, there's fat back there. And in the lips, the big lips, that's why they call them the little lips and the big lips. The big lips are big because those are fat pads in there. And so when you lose weight too rapidly and you lose volume and fat in them fat pads, child, there were the people who were saying their sex was uncomfortable because there's no cushion for the pushing, honey. And then if you're riding a bike, sitting on, the Peloton or whatever the case may be, they were also exhibiting some or complaining of some discomfort with that, which.
Bro, so I mean that you losing it too fast through the Ozempic, you losing weight fast, 30 pounds a month, boom, but then your cootie cat don't have no more cushion on it. And so it's just bone and then just skin. That's crazy. So just be aware of that. It's better to lose it. Like if you're gonna lose it, don't be trying to do too fast. And that's why exercise is a big thing, because if you exercising it probably the skin can firm up. Take collagen.
Makes perfect sense. Okay. Also, honey, child, vaginal dryness. Now, hold on. Because this is a little bit difficult because there are so many different reasons at certain stages of life for vaginal dryness. We have perimenopause, menopause, and postmenopause, aka menopausal syndrome. We have people who suffer from thyroid disease. We have severe dehydration, which we're going to talk about next. There are so many different reasons for vaginal dryness, hormonal, all the stuff, lack of desire, all the stuff. But when it comes to the GLP-1s, what happens again is fat tissue. Estrogen is stored in fat tissue, and the fat tissue helps convert the estrogen. Convert the.
So you're losing the fat, and the fat is actually the thing that keeps your cootie cat moist. So you lose it too fast, you end up with a dry vajayjay.
Stores so that you have estrogen stores. And when you have rapid fat loss, you have shoulder itching. You have rapid fat loss, you have a decrease in that estrogen. And with a decrease in estrogen, you know what happens, girls? The cooch gets dry. Yeah, child. Yes, I listen. So, are you jumping out of the frying pan into the fire? Are you exchanging a smaller problem for a bigger problem? We're going to see. But
there is a thing called Dr. Yoni that I would recommend, and I might go ahead and see if I can get a link to that and continue to talk about this because I was taking Wegovy for a second. I stopped. But if you're going to be doing it, you got to make sure that you're not going to be running into those issues. And I might go ahead and get an affiliate link for a place that you can go ahead and get some natural products that if you are having that vaginal dryness, that you could put on your, and help it out.
In essence, the concept of where the vaginal dryness come from. And then with dehydration in general. So GLP-1s are going to decrease your desire for water. They're going to decrease your desire for food. Okay. So dehydration is a real thing when your body, I tell people all the time, people are like, when that song came out, the WAP, not the WAP. Y'all know the Cardi B song and Megan Thee Stallion. The wet, okay. People like, I got that WAP. No, you don't, because your lips is chapped. Your lips is chapped. You ain't got that WAP. Your lips are chapped, okay? And so your vagina is a mucous membrane, just like anything else. So if your eyes are dry, your mouth is dry, your coochie's dry, sis. It is. There's no way around it.
Did you know that? Did you know that if your mouth is dry, your eyes are dry, that your cootie cat is probably dry too? Dr. Yoni, guys.
She's dry. Okay, and so when we have dry vagina, a couple of things happen. We have vaginal irritation. Vaginal irritation becomes a thing. Uncomfortable sex becomes a thing. Okay, so we're gonna get back to all of these things, but this is how the Ozempic coochie was formed. Okay, and so now when we have changes in diet, which may or may not be good things depending on what lifestyle changes you've actually made, changes in digestion, and also some, as we talked about, the systemic dehydration, sometimes the vaginal flora can change. Girl, yes, the vaginal flora can change. And if you got changes in that vaginal flora or your microbiome, then we got changes in the discharge. We might have some odor. The girl starts acting up. We might be seeing yeast because some of y'all don't change your life. Y'all don't change your habits. Y'all say, oh, okay, instead of eating 10 donuts, I'm only going to eat 2 donuts. But you still eating just donuts. So your nutrition goes to okay? And then your sugar level goes to and then that yeast is like, how you doing? How's everybody doing? How your mama doing? Yeah, I'm gonna park myself right here. Okay, so that's the end. And honey, the pelvic floor changes.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I hate to say it, but we have the rapid weight loss. We have loss of some muscle too. Sometimes, again, depending on how well you take care of yourself and what you're doing when you're on the plan, honey. And then those pelvic floor muscles.
Gotta do some Kegels, y'all. Gotta do the Kegels. Gotta squeeze, 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 squeeze. If you gotta be like it's a thing, this thing called the pearls. You put it up in there and you squeeze the pearls. It will help you with the muscles in your vagina to make sure that your vagina don't get loose and all that other stuff.
They start to get thin. They start to get frail. They start to get laxed. And that's when we develop some mild, like the pelvic floor laxity, and also some mild urinary leakage.
Mm-hmm.
I said it, girl. I said it. So, all right, we have these things. We didn't know these things, or at least some of y'all didn't know these things. And because I was yesterday days old when I was like, y'all seeing what? But it makes sense. It makes sense. So let's get to the bottom of it. Because we came up with the list of, because there's some things we can do, and some things it's like, girl, you gotta just get healthy. So first of all, hydration. Hydrate. I usually tell my patients between 80 and 100 ounces of water a day. Now, you have to take this how it resonates, because here's this. If you have cardiac issues, if you have renal issues, meaning your kidneys, and you have fluid restrictions, don't be out there like, I know I ain't supposed to have more than 40 ounces a day, but Dr. Tasha said I need 100 for my coochie. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. You got to follow the recommendations of your doctor. But at the end of the day, if you don't have any fluid restrictions, especially in the summertime, 80 to 100 ounces of water a day, point blank, period. Okay. All right. Also, coconut water is also very, very, very hydrated. Okay. Very hydrated. Yes, you can have seltzer.
Watermelon is really good as well.
Water, if that's what you're into. The carbonation can sometimes cause gas and bloating, but you can have it if that's your jam. Okay. Now, some people was out in these streets talking about okra water. I'm not an okra girly. I have consistency issues. It's never going to be my 1, 2, or my 3.
Yeah, well, okra is very slimy and gross. I don't like okra. I used, as a child, my mom used to make me eat that, and honey, I used to cry and throw up and everything because okra is disgusting. I don't know. I don't know who made okra, why it's even a thing, but that is terrible.
But okay, if that's what you're into, cool. Okra water, if you find it hydrating, I don't find any problems with it. But regular water should really do the trick. Okay, as long as you're drinking enough of it. Now, when we talked about the vaginal dryness, the discomfort causing irritation, discomfort, uncomfortable sex, get you a good lubricant. Y'all know I don't play about wet kitty. I don't play with her. I don't play about a wet kitty. She is on, I'll try and tag it below in the description, but if not, she's on officiallypleasured.com. Wet Kitty, she's on Instagram as officiallypleasuredxo. Okay, so make sure you get your lubricant. It doesn't cause any irritation. It's odorless, colorless, tasteless, doesn't cause any vaginitis. I sell it in my practice. So like I was saying, don't be coming past my office trying to buy Dr. Tasha here, I need to get some Wet Kitty. No, it is for my patients only. Otherwise, go to my girl's website, and pick some up from her. Okay, so very, very, very important. And that will certainly help with the friction and the discomfort during sex. Okay. All right. And then my battery's going, so I gotta hurry up, y'all. And then pelvic floor PT. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm gonna say, if you're controlling the weight and you're losing the weight, make sure you're doing your Kegels exercises. Make sure you're doing your Pilates. I think Pilates is going to help with that more than anything. You don't have to be rich or you don't have to pay money. They have Pilates classes on YouTube. You don't necessarily have to be on the reformer. Okay, you can do Pilates without the reformer on YouTube. If you feel like you're good enough and you want to do the reformer, baby, go to Amazon and get you one of the little fold-up reformers that go under your sofa, like the one I have for like $150. And then you could do all the classes in the world. And then once you feel like you're good enough and you're up in this thing and you're invested enough, then find a class. Okay, my girl over at Stretch ATL here in Atlanta, I think she has like unlimited classes or something for like $300, maybe $600. I'm not exactly sure, but you can find a reasonable Pilates jam. But I think Pilates is certainly going to help with the weight, going to give you the body shape that you're looking for, and then it's going to help with the pelvic floor stuff too. Okay, so that is a major, major jam. But, if this is something that you think you're suffering from, or, have a conversation with your doctors. Have a conversation with your doctors. If you've lost it and you're like, yeah, I don't like the way my coochie look. Yes, you can do vaginal rejuvenation. There are gynecologists who specialize specifically in vaginal rejuvenation that'll make your coochie look cute, even if you think your lips are too big or your lips are too small or your mons hang over, the little top part. When we're talking about the mons, it hangs over or whatever it is. You can get your coochie beautified if you want, but we don't want to sacrifice comfort. We don't want to have you out here having different discharges and odors. And I'm not exactly sure, at the end of the day, how the microbiome changes. Because again, I haven't seen patients with this, but if you feel like this is something you're suffering from, come on in, because I want to test you. I want to test you for everything. I want to test you for 37 different things. So I can see and I can know what the whole Ozempic thing is going to do into the coochie. Because I don't even know, because I haven't seen it. Okay. So at the end of the day, if this is something you think that you're suffering from, talk to your gynecologist, talk to your primary care. And for the love of Jesus, if you can't talk to anybody, come talk to me, girl. We will get you squared away.
Child, are they about to like start doing fat transfers on the cootie cat? Like cootie cat fat transfers? Like, come on now. Like what? Okay. But the main thing is that, with all this stuff is you need to like not only like do exercises that have to do with your regular body, but also to do Kegel exercises. People, need to like learn how to do these things. We need to like understand how to exercise our cootie cat. Let's go.
1, off, 2, off, 3, off, 4, off, breathe 5, off, 6, off, 7, off, 8, off, 9, off, 10, keep breathing, 11, off, 12, off, 13, off, 14, off, 15, off, 16, breathe, 17, 18, off, 19, off, 20, 10 to go, 10, off, 9, off, 8, off, 7, off, 6, off, 5, off, 4, keep going, 3, off, 2, and 1, and done.
Do that every day. Start it off with that, okay? Don't let the Ozempic cootie cat, take over your thing. People are out here running during the fitness thing. They finding their mates at the runoff. But some people are taking shortcuts, but then they ended up with the Ozempic cootie cat. So, much love, everybody. I thought these are things. It's a really different subject. I normally don't cover stuff like this, but I think it was interesting, a thing that people should actually know about. So much love, guys, and please, shouts out.
Just when I thought I couldn't find my way out, yeah, I searched the God in me to find my way out. I know it can seem way out, but the Creator flows to and through me from way out. I'm talking way out, yeah. See, if you believe in the God in you, it's a better place.